Morning, everyone. This is Sam Brooks, Supervisor of Personalized Learning for the VITAL program in Putnam County Schools. Today, we're going to be talking briefly, quickly about equity and online education to all populations in Putnam County. And excited to be here today with you guys, so thank you for joining. I'll turn it over to Lance Key.
Hey everybody, I am Lance Key. I'm going to be popping back and forth from our chat and DLAC to our slides back and forth here. So you see I'm the support specialist here for Putnam County. We're actually sitting right outside of the Texas rooms, coming to you live here from DLAC. If you want to stop by and see us, we're going to show you a couple of things today. We got a couple of flyers here. You can stop by. It's got a lot of information. They are in the slides, but if you want a hard copy of any of this stuff, stop on by, just pick those up as you're coming by. And we also got our buddy Adam West joining us today.
Hi, my name's Adam West, do a little bit of everything. Future ready instructional specialist, and we'd be glad to see you here today, and been here all week, so.
All right, and guys, we got a session tomorrow here at DLAC. We're going to talk about the populations and things that we serve today, how you can, all these populations you can serve through your virtual school. But tomorrow we're going to go more into the how to do it. So today is going to be the introduction of what it is, and then tomorrow is going to be the how to do it. And it starts at 9 a.m., same time as today. But it goes from 9 to 10:15. We're going to have some station rotations going on. You're going to be able to ask a lot of questions right through that. So, Sam, I'm going to let you jump in here right quick. Just quickly, briefly go over the two pieces or the flyers that we got and we brought with us for everybody to look at.
Yeah, so the first flyer there gives you a good look at our program in Putnam County. And when you talk about providing equity within a program, this is really the keystone of everything that we do. And the VITAL program itself began as an online school with digital options for our students in Putnam County. And we're unique in the fact that we really are, we're formed just for Putnam County students. So it's as a virtual school with a lot of the other schools being statewide, it is unique that we were formed just to take care of our students in Putnam County and provide them options along the way outside the box for them to take classes and give them unique options and opportunities for classes that are needed. So it really gives the parents the opportunity to take hold of their own learning path. And from the VITAL program, VITAL was our original umbrella, if you will, and we bled into a lot of other areas by increasing opportunities along the way. And this flyer here just gives you a good example of all the things that we do, from the original VITAL online options that we had way back 2012 when this program really expanded. And then we brought in the CTE program in Putnam County to be a part of this umbrella. And that's really helped, especially on the side of competency-based learning. So that's been unique. And the main component of the growth of this program has been including early post-secondary opportunities to give our students in Putnam County the opportunity to take college or career-based courses, mainly in high school, along the way to get them ready for post-high school. So that's been a unique addition along the way. And then, of course, the Flex Learning Center has been a physical space addition to what we were doing in the digital world. So it's a building that our students can come to that's they can get help from certified teachers that work for us in the VITAL program that are stationed at the Flex Learning Center. So a unique opportunity there for them to get specific personal help along the way for whatever they're doing. And then, of course, with the VITAL program itself, Home Connect was something that's very important. And we have homeschool students in Putnam County that maybe don't want to attend the traditional live school, and they want to have a home learning situation for their family. So true homeschool students. So we created a VITAL Home Connect homeschool that serves K through 8 students in Putnam County that normally would be working in a homeschool situation with a parent at home. And so we've grown that program from 25 students the first year to have 300 of those students going into the next year. So we used a company called Tech Trip as our vendor, as our curriculum for that opportunity for our students in Putnam County. And that's been a really unique setting. And we're the only ones in the state of Tennessee that actually do that with the Tech Trip program and giving those homeschool students and parents options to work from home. And then the last thing that goes on this flyer, the personalized learning integration that we've gone through in Putnam County. You know, we've learned a lot since 2012 in the digital world. So now we're to the point to where we're trying to take that opportunity and that learning, what we've learned in the digital world, into the traditional classroom. And we call that personalized learning, and we're equipping our teachers to be able to work digitally in traditional classrooms in Putnam County with our 12,500 student population. Lance?
All right. All right. Thank you, Sam. So you'll see on the next slide here, all of our numbers, who we service, all the things that we've got going on there. Again, we're sitting right outside the Texas rooms here. We got these flyers and information here if any of you want to stop by and pick those up. So next is our vendor partners. These are the people that we use to do everything that Sam's talking about here, and he's going to talk about the VITAL program here in a second, how it started, the necessities for it, and then we're going to talk about how it's morphed into other things over the years. But you see here that we service credit recovery, credit advancement, personalized learning in the classroom, distance learning, dual enrollment, our VITAL Home Connect school, and then our VITAL Collegiate High School that we have here. So we use SMOOP for SMOOP, Edgenuity, ASU, Florida Virtual, for some of our digital curriculum. We are a Google and Canvas. And then we have our friends Genius that's here with us here at the conference that we use for our student information system. We do a lot of our reporting, all those things. Just coming to you live today on Zoom. We use Zoom in our district to go out live to our students synchronously and asynchronously. You'll notice Adam and I have got a little bit of a different setup than most of your Zooms. We can teach you how to do that tomorrow for free if you want to come by and see that. Then on the right side, you'll see our vendor partners, Ball State Community College, Tennessee Tech, and TCAT of Livingston. That is our dual enrollment partners that we have there. Tech Trip being our homeschool partner. We've got the Ramsey Foundation there. We've worked with them in curriculum and helped them build their Dave Ramsey online personal one class of that. And then Education Elements, we've been working with them for the last couple of years with personalized learning. So we're going to jump down now to the different things that we do with our online schools and programs. So Sam, kick us off here and just talk about the VITAL program from infancy. I know we've been around for about 11, 12 years now. So how did it start? What was the necessities of it?
Well, you know, the start way back, I guess, 2009, Lance, was, you know, a lot of folks around the country were using digital recovery means. And for us at that time, it was Compass Learning. And we were taking students who had been non-successful in a class and putting them in a digital lab, basically, with a certified teacher coach, lab coach. And we started seeing a lot of success for those students. So these are students that sat through a class previously and for whatever reason had failed. And we put them in this situation where we got them in a program and in a lab with a lab coach, and we started seeing a lot of success. So those students were not having to go back into the regular classroom and go back through a class again. So a lot of that was happening across the United States at that time, and we were seeing a lot of success, not all success, but a lot of kids, you know, for us, it was probably about 85% of the kids were not only doing well, but passing their class and getting their credit back. And so we started to wonder, could we do this in an initial credit situation? And so starting in 2010, we rolled that out. And so the VITAL program itself was born because of that. And we started putting kids in classes based on need as far as data. So they had strong data, and we realized that they were ready for that curriculum at possibly an earlier age. So for example, you know, 8th graders taking 9th grade English, taking 9th grade math. So middle school students possibly taking high school classes, then high school classes getting the opportunity to take these classes online when they needed them to fit in their schedule. Now, of course, we didn't just throw any student in there, and there was a process of application that we had pushed forward to make sure that the students qualified for what they were doing. But once we did that, that really opened up the floodgates. It took us about 3 or 4 years there to get that program established and get high numbers. So the numbers went up to about 500 to 600 per 9-week period. And so we were hitting 3,000 to 4,000 classes a year at that time, throwing these options out. And that bled over, into all the other things that you'll see here. And I don't want to take all this time, but we got the Flex program itself, our Vital Homeschool, all of the EPSO options, and then Vital Flex building itself, and then now the addition of what we call the Vital School, which will be a 3rd grade through 12th grade option for online learning for our students in Putnam County.
Yeah, so Sam, as you was talking about there, the Vital program really started out with credit recovery, which is where most people started. But then with credit advancement, what we're talking about credit advancement there is more of our a la carte method, correct?
That's right. Yeah, students just, seeing classes that are available, the same type of classes that they're taking traditionally or physically, and, giving them that option to take them, and really, Lance, to put it in their schedule wherever it fits. So that really opens up their other schedule. So you have a situation of students taking some blended options along with traditional options. And then in the Vital School setting, where you see at the top right there, that's an option for them to completely work in our school and not have to go to physical school at all. So kind of a la carte, best of both worlds.
Right. And Sam, you're breaking up there a little bit, but so we were servicing our schools in our district. So we weren't taking any of their kids from them. They just had needs that needed to be met, and we were able to service them through our virtual or our Vital program, which then later has now grown into our Vital School. So especially with the pandemic and everything that's happened, I think John yesterday put it perfectly. There's a lot of great things that have come out of the pandemic. We saw a lot of students here that really thrived in this type of learning. So what we decided to do is we're not going to have remote learning anymore, but we're going to have a virtual school that's 3 through 12, as Sam was talking about, that is going to provide them with the opportunity to get an online, education through us. Because again, John said yesterday, most of the parents that they had surveyed don't want to go back to the way it was before. So this is a great opportunity that we can provide them. So we're going to have a physical, virtual online school for grades 3 through 12 next year. So we can service the a la carte students that are needing it in the schools, and we can service our online students all with the same teachers. Adam's going to talk to us a little bit about the Flex Learning Center and the space we got there.
Yeah, and the Flex Learning Center, which is kind of crazy because we've gone through a pandemic, and the pandemic has taught us that all of as we've gone through needs, and Flex Learning was the same thing. So what we're looking at and what Flex Learning was, gosh, I'm getting a little echo feedback. Sorry. Anyway, so Flex Learning was a kind of a dream of how it worked out. We had some students who had needs that we couldn't fit in the regular setting, and so we, these kids needed modified schedules. They needed alternative placement. Needed modified schedules, support. And so Flex Learning Center has created all of that. We've got small group instruction where kids will go from 9 to 12, and they're able to basically kids that might have fell in the crack and dropped out of school. Well, these kids can go there and they can actually get instruction and get their hopefully diploma.
Thank you there, Adam. So next, EPSO, so early post-secondary opportunities. This is something that came about because, as you can see, we've got many pieces that are kind of feeding into each other. And again, right here on this slide, it will talk about all those. So we're able to offer AP classes, dual enrollment classes, initial credit classes, all of these different EPSOs, industry certifications, and work all that through our Vital Future Ready School, working along with our CTE, and just be able to provide flexibility and options for all students to meet all of their needs. And we're able, like I said, again, to do this with the same staff here. So it's not like you're having to figure out how to staff all these people, but you've got, this group of teachers that's able to service all of these populations and all of these students. So Sam, go ahead and bring us home, and then we're going to open it up for some questions. Talk about the homeschool population that we were seeing, a lot of the people we were losing because of the pandemic, and how we are able to service them through our virtual school.
Yeah, that was kind of a game changer for us, Lance, because we had a lot of students that were hearing about what was going on with the Vital program in Putnam County. We had a lot of folks across the state calling in and saying, "Hey, this looks like a pretty cool program. How can we get involved?" And in Putnam County, the population of 500 kids, we felt like it was important for them to be able to get served. A lot of those students were coming back into the Putnam County school system at one point in time, usually 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And this gave us the opportunity to entertain them and bring them back into the Putnam County school system. So while a lot of districts were losing students to homeschool or a virtual school in other places, Putnam County was actually gaining students because of the programs that we have and the opportunities for classes that we have. And that was definitely one of them. We started out very small with that opportunity and have grown it dramatically over the last 3 years. And so, Lance, it's just given those kids an opportunity to be Putnam County students, to get a public education, but while working from home. So again, as others' numbers decrease in their district and they're looking at figuring out why and what they can do to stop the loss of students, Putnam County continues to gain students. And it's because we have all of these digital options. And let me just say this, we do understand that online and virtual is not for every student. It's not for everybody. But if you have a motivated student that can work online and can kind of manage themselves with the help of a certified teacher on top of that, then it could be a good opportunity. And it has proven to be something that's very successful in Putnam County. And all the different areas that fall under the umbrella has given us the opportunity to bring in different types of kids into this program. And, we use the term future ready a lot. We want our students to be ready for whatever it is they want to do in their future. So using the combination of these options and opportunities in Putnam County gives our students the ability to be future ready. By the time they graduate, whether it's walking into a job with certifications that they can get through Vital along the way, or it's going to college to work more academically and then get their degree there to get them more ready for that field, that job that is waiting for them later on. We consider that future ready. And we really expanded this program options to create good situations for families to be able to take control of that learning path as they climb our K-12 ladder.
Sam, so one of the questions that came up is, as you're talking to these homeschool parents, what are their purposes and reasoning behind wanting to homeschool, and then how are we able to provide that flexibility so that they can, how are we meeting their needs?
Pre-pandemic, Lance, it was just, opportunities for students that could work well in the online world to take advantage of these flexible scheduling opportunities. So, gosh, it's vast. I mean, we've had kids that have been, really good at motocross or a certain skill, and they're traveling all the time, and they can't get to physical school. If they do, they're going to be having absences and missed days every day, and they can work good in the virtual world. So this just gave them the flexibility to be able to do what they want to do. And other families, it's just they just, for whatever reason, they just do not want their kids to attend public school. It could be maybe sheltering their kid from, what happens at public school. The reasons are varied and vast, but they just love the opportunity to take advantage of these options. And some parents want to be involved with their students' education along the way. And this also gives them an opportunity to be more of a facilitator of learning at home, if you will, but having that solid, proven curriculum and knowledge of how to present it along the way, backed up by the Putnam County school system.
Gotcha. All right. So something else that came in here, the purpose of a homeschool besides just having a virtual school, why would you have both?
Well, the homeschool is for those parents that actually want, I'll just say it out. They want to be the teacher. They've got some experience. They are going to be at home. They're with the student. They actually want to be involved in the day-to-day teaching that student. So when I say homeschool, that's the type of family that we're talking about. And then on the other side, you got our virtual and our online options with certified Putnam County teachers at the lead of those classes. So I guess the biggest difference, Lance, would be, do you want to be the teacher at home yourself as a homeschool parent, or do you want to use our teachers that are with that student daily in synchronous and asynchronous options in the virtual digital world? That's the choice between the two. So more involved in the classes and the teaching, or allowing our certified teachers to lead those classes for those students. So that's the differences in the online versus what we call homeschool.
I've got a question that's came in here that I think I'm going to throw this one to Adam. Adam, how do you support your teachers when y'all have so many different options and providing a la carte options and full online options?
Well, we do a lot of in-service. We do a lot of online training. And we've actually started, which we'll talk a little bit more about, is an accreditation for our online teachers in our county, because we've now expanded so much that we've got to do that. But we also have lab facilitators that have to be supported. We got everything and anything, but more of it than anything is creating a lot of opportunities for in-service type events and a lot of Zoom meetings, unfortunately, in this pandemic.
Hey, Lance, let me touch on that too. And I'll just tell you guys how we do it, how we support our teachers that are online teachers, and also our lab facilitators. So the program, the a la carte, we have labs for, and we have lab facilitators, and Lance supports them. And the teachers in particular, Adam West supports them. So we have people at the Vital office. We're lucky enough to have 5 full-time employees at the Vital office, and we've got them segregated and separated in who they are in charge of and who they help on a daily basis. So to specifically answer your question, is we have staff at the Vital office that are there for them daily for anything that they need, on top of providing all these opportunities for in-service through these guys. So because we have someone like Lance Key and Adam West at the Vital office, that's what makes their job successful, that they have these folks that they can call anytime they need help.
Right, and also I dropped in a link into the chat of our website. You can see it here. It is vital.pcssstn.com. You can see all of our information that's there. We have, again, our flyers, all that, our Twitter feeds, as you can see from DLAC, our Facebook feeds. But you can look across the top. You can see our online courses, our enrollments, anything that you want to take and use there, you're more than welcome to have. That's at vital.pcssstn.com. And I'm going to go ahead and check, see if we get any more questions that's come in. All right. So Cheryl Garman here says, where is your Flex Center located? Is it on the grounds of physical, other schools, or separate building / office space bought set up for Flex? So Sam, you want to take that one?
Yeah, our Flex Learning Center is in the same building that the Vital office is in. We're just on the other end of the building. In between us is our alternative school. So it's a pretty neat setup to walk over to the Flex Learning Center. We just have to walk the back hallway and we can get right over there. And it's a unique setup, but a positive thing about that, Cheryl, is we're going to be building a brand new warehouse type building to host all of the programs that you saw there in the very near future. And it's also going to be located on the same property that our Vital office and our Flex Learning Center is. And hopefully building will start on that new Vital building. We're going to call it a future ready building. hopefully that'll begin at the end of this summer. So we're very excited about that. Yeah, but all our opportunities are on the same property, but the reach out goes into our school buildings. So we have vital facilitators that work for the vital program in our school buildings also. So that really gives us a direct link with our principals at our buildings to be able to push out these options for our students.
All right, we want to thank everybody for joining us here at DLAC today. We're here at 25 minutes after the hour. Again, we're outside of the Texas buildings up here, Texas 1 through 7. If you want to come by and see Adam or I, and we've got information here, so come by and pick those up. Also join us tomorrow on our session. All right, thank you guys. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, guys.